Welcome back to Book Summareez, where we transform the world's most profound books into stories that ignite your mind and soul. Today, we're diving deep into Ikigai, the Japanese secret to a long and happy life by Hector Garcia and Francesc Miralles, a masterpiece that unlocks the art of living not just long, but beautifully with purpose pulsing through every moment. Picture a misty morning in Ajami, a tiny Okinawan village where centenarians don't just shuffle through their days, they dance through them, hands dirty from gardening, voices lifted in laughter, and hearts warmed by lifelong friends. This isn't about cheating death. It's about embracing life so fully that the years stretch out like a welcoming horizon. Hector Garcia, a Spaniard who traded particle physics for Japan's vibrant chaos, and Francesc Miralles, a Catalan storyteller with a gift for distilling life's mysteries, stumbled onto this treasure over drinks in a Tokyo bar. Their mission? To bottle the elusive Ikigai, your reason to rise each dawn, and share it with the world. So brew some green tea, find a cozy spot, and let's embark on this epic journey into longevity, meaning, and joy, straight from the heart of Japan's village of longevity. Rewind to a rainy Tokyo night in 2016. Two writers, one a former CERN engineer who'd swapped Switzerland's sterile labs for Japan's neon-lit streets, the other a Barcelona-born novelist chasing life's big questions, meet in a cramped bar, the air thick with sake and possibility. Hector Garcia, a tech whiz-turned-cultural explorer, had been blogging about Japan's quirks on Currynet.com for years. Francesc Miralles, an award-winning author of introspective tales, brought a poetic lens to their chat. A mutual friend had connected them, igniting a friendship that would span continents. A year later, they're strolling through a Tokyo park, leaves crunching underfoot, tossing around ideas about purpose, Viktor Frankl's logotherapy, the West's obsession with happiness, when Ikigai slips into the conversation like a whisper from the wind. It's Japanese for the happiness of always being busy, a spark that fuels Okinawans to outlive the world, with 24.55 centenarians per 100,000 compared to the global 510. Intrigued, they pack cameras and recorders, heading to Ajami, a rural haven where elders who'd endured World War II's scars greet them with tea, grins, and tales of a life worth living. This book isn't just a guide to surviving, it's a love song to thriving, a tapestry woven from interviews, science, and soul. Let's unravel it, starting with the beating heart of it all, Ikigai itself. The essence of Ikigai, your compass for a life worth living. Ikigai is your why, the quiet flame that lights your path through the years. In Japanese, it's written Chinese letter, Japanese letter, Chinese letter, Chinese letter, life. Chinese letter, Japanese letter, meets worthwhile, Chinese letter, a fusion of vitality and value etched into Okinawa's DNA. The characters hint at armor and elegance, a blend of strength and grace. It's akin to the French raison d'être, but less lofty, more grounded. Think of it as the heartbeat of your daily grind. For Okinawans, it's why they don't retire. There's no word for it in their tongue. They keep weaving mats, casting nets, or sipping sake with pals as long as their hands hold steady and their spirits stay high. Garcia and Miralles frame it as a Venn diagram. What you love, what you're skilled at, what the world needs, and what pays your way. Where these circles overlap, that's your Ikigai. In Ajami, it's personal. A 98-year-old tends her garden, whispering, "My tomatoes know my voice." A 102-year-old teaches shogi, Japanese chess, saying, "The kids' victories are mine." It's not a job title, it's a feeling, a thread tying your days into a story. Take Misao Okawa, who lived to 117 in 2015, crowned the world's oldest woman. She credited sushi, sleep, and a zest that never dimmed, simple joys, not grand plans. Or Alexander Emich, a New Yorker who hit 111 in 2014, musing, Good genes help, but purpose trumps all. Ikigai isn't about dodging wrinkles or chasing youth. It's about staying young at heart while the calendar marches on. In Ajami, it's not about scaling mountains or amassing wealth. It's the quiet thrill of being useful, connected, alive. A 100-year-old woman needs dough for her moe, her friends circle, saying, "Bread feeds us all." A 99-year-old sketches the hills. Each line keeps me here. The authors argue it's universal, buried in us all, waiting for a patient shovel. It's not one big epiphany, it's a mosaic of small joys pieced together over a lifetime. Okinawans don't hunt for it with urgency. They let it bloom, like a flower in the cracks of a stone wall. This isn't abstract philosophy, it's lived wisdom. In Okinawa, Ikigai might be a fisherman's pride in his catch, a weaver's rhythm at her loom, or a grandmother's tailies to wide-eyed kids. It's not static. Your Ikigai shifts with age, from raising a family to tending a plot. The authors met a 101-year-old who'd once farmed rice. Now she plants herbs, grinning, "My hands still work, so I do." It's less about finding the answer and more about asking the right questions. What pulls me forward? What feels right today? In Ajami, they don't chase immortality. They craft lives so rich, time stretches to fit them. Let's see how they do it, chapter by chapter. Chapter by chapter, the full blueprint for a long, joyful life. The book unfolds in 9 chapters, each a stepping stone to a life that's not just long but luminous. We'll weave through them, pulling tailies from Ajami's elders, global legends, scientific nuggets and practical gems, expanding each to paint a fuller picture. Ikigai, the art of staying young while growing old. This chapter roots Ikigai as Okinawa's secret to defying age, not through potions or gyms, but through purpose that keeps the soul spry. It's not about looking 30 at 90, it's about feeling alive at any age. The authors spotlight the 5 blue zones: Okinawa, Sardinia, Loma Linda, Nicoya, Icaria, hotspots where longevity reigns. Okinawa shines brightest, with 24.55 centenarians per 100,000, dwarfing the global average. Why? Diets apiece: sweet potatoes, tofu, shikiwasa, citrus. But Ikigai and community are the glue. The moe tight-knit friend groups meet over tea or go, pooling cash for dinners or emergencies. A 103-year-old told the authors, "My moe's my lifeline, we share tears and sake." It's Uemaru teamwork from childhood binding them like family. Then there's Hara Hachaibu, belly 80% full, a mantra at every meal. A 98-year-old paused mid-rice. "Enough for now," she smiled, leaving space for tomorrow's delights. Sardinia's shepherds sip wine with pals. Nicoya's farmers rise at dawn to till purpose and connection fuel them too. In Ajami, a 101-year-old said, "I don't tally years, I tally moments." Ikigai isn't anti-aging, it's pro-living, a choice to stay in the game. Dan Buettner, who coined Blue Zones, notes Okinawans don't retire, they evolve from farming to fishing to teaching. A 99-year-old man fixed nets. "The sea still needs me." It's not about resisting time, it's about riding it, finding joy in the ride. Compare Icaria, where 1 in 3 hits 90, dancing to ancient tunes, or Loma Linda's Adventists, praying and walking their way to 100. Ikigai's the thread, purpose woven into the everyday, from a potter's wheel to a shared laugh. Anti-aging secrets, little things that add up. Chapter 2 digs into aging's mechanics, how stress, inertia, and sleeplessness fast-forward the clock, and how Okinawans rewind it with quiet habits. Stress is a stealthy killer. Heidelberg University stressed a young doctor with a grilling interview and math puzzles. His blood post-test showed immune chaos, antibodies attacking healthy cells. California moms with sick kids showed telomere wear, DNA's age markers, double that of calm peers. Okinawans sidestep this with mindfulness, living in the now. A 100-year-old said, "Worry's a ghost, I chase it with a broom." They move daily, not CrossFit, but walks, gardening. A 102-year-old ambled to her plot, "The sun's my medicine." Sleep, a superpower, melatonin, the youth hormone, peaks at rest, dipping after 30. Okinawans nap under banyans, sipping moringa tea for calm. Sedentary life's a slow poison, sitting spikes hypertension, dulls the spirit. Studies link it to cancer, obesity. Okinawans counter with motion. A 99-year-old said, "I sit to eat, not to fade." Science backs it. Activity cuts free radicals, cellular saboteurs. Small shifts stack up, stairs over elevators, fruit over fries. Shlomo Bresnitz, a neuroscientist, says mental workouts, new tasks, new faces keep neurons firing. In Ajami, a 97-year-old learned haiku, "Words keep my mind young." Sleep, movement, curiosity, these aren't luxuries, they're lifelines. A 104-year-old grinned, "I nap, I walk, I wonder what's next." It's not about grand fixes, it's the daily drip of care, building a century one step at a time. From logotherapy to Ikigai, finding your purpose. Here, Viktor Frankl's logotherapy meets Ikigai, a quest for meaning that bridges West and East. Frankl, an Auschwitz survivor, asked patients, "Why not end it?" Answers: family, a dream became anchors. In his Vienna clinic, 80% craved purpose, 60% had something worth dying for. A suicidal mother grieving one son imagined her deathbed. She'd raised her paralyzed boy into a kind soul. "My life has meaning," she sobbed, purpose dawning. A doctor mourned his wife till Frankl reframed it. "You took her pain." He left lighter, his why reborn. Logotherapy's 5 steps: feel the void, seek your calling, choose it, live it, mirror Ikigai's hunt. Japan's Shoma Morita adds Zen spice, accept emotions, act anyway. A donkey tied to a post circles tighter, fighting the rope. So do we, obsessing over fears. Morita's fix. Do what matters, chop wood, hug a friend, and feelings shift. In Ajami, a 96-year-old potter said, "Clay doesn't judge my tears, I mold it and I'm free." Ikigai fuses these. Purpose isn't a lightning bolt, it's a seed sprouting in daily acts. A 103-year-old taught kids calligraphy, "Each stroke's my legacy." Frankl survived camps, rewriting a lost manuscript on scraps. Okinawans survive life storms, tending gardens. It's not about inventing meaning, it's uncovering it, often in the humblest corners. History's full of this. Nietzsche's "He who has a why can bear anyhow" fueled Frankl. Morita's patience rebuilt after quakes. In Ajami, a 99-year-old lost her home in 45. "But not my hands, I sewed again." Ikigai's personal, yours might be baking. There's weaving, but it's universal. A reason to rise no matter the fall. Find flow in everything you do. Flow, the magic, losing yourself in the moment, time dissolving. Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi says it's where skill meets challenge, a sweet spot of focus. An Ajami sushi chef, 50 years at it, told the authors, "Each cut's my meditation." Multitasking kills it. Studies show it halves attention, fries the brain. Einstein penned relativity in quiet bursts. Hemingway wrote at dawn, undisturbed. Okinawans flow effortlessly, gardening, they're one with the dirt. Chatting, they're all ears. A 95-year-old weaver said, "The loom hums and I vanish." Try it, pick one task, ditch distractions, dive in. Flow's Ikigai's rhythm, pure, unscripted bliss. History's flow masters dazzle. Michelangelo chiseled David, lost in stone dust. Mozart's notes flowed like a river. In Ajami, it's simpler. A 100-year-old fisherman casts nets. "The sea's my song." Flow, not forced, it's found, a dance you join when the beat hits right. Science says it boosts dopamine, happiness in action. A 97-year-old painted shells, "Hours fly and I'm alive." Multitasking's modern curse. Phone pings mimic predator growls, spiking cortisol. Okinawans shun it, one task, one love. A 101-year-old said, I don't rush, I sink in. Flow, your ticket, find it, and life sings. V Masters of Longevity, Wisdom from the Oldest. Meet the supercentenarians. Misao Akawa, 117, savored sushi and naps. Walter Bruning, 114, worked railroads into his 80s. Gene Calment, 122, smoked till 117, joking, one wrinkle and I'm on it. Hokusai painted at 88, vowing, I'm just starting. Osamu Tezuka drew manga at 60, stories spilling out. Their secret: purpose past retirement, art, work, bonds. An Ajami woman, 102, wove mats, my fingers still dance. A 105-year-old taught calligraphy, each line's a gift. They didn't chase years, they chased meaning, and years followed. Calment cycled at 100, laughing at time. Bruning hugged pals daily, friends keep me ticking. In Ajami, a 99-year-old said, I don't quit, I shift. Carmen Herrera sold her first painting at 89, still creating at 101. Antoni Gaudí built Sagrada Familia till 73, dreaming beyond his death. These elders prove age bends to passion. A 104-year-old in Ajami garden, soil needs me. Science agrees, purpose cuts dementia, heart disease. They didn't hoard youth, they spent it richly on what lit their souls. VI, Lessons from Japan's Centenarians. Ajami's elders drop wisdom like fall 7 times, rise 8, resilience baked into their bones. They live Ikariba Chode, all are siblings, despite WWII's wounds that linger like echoes in the hills. A 105-year-old recalled, bombs took my brother but not my heart, I chose to smile for him. Rituals ground them, Shinto prayers to kami spirits, tea poured with care into chipped cups. A 100-year-old sang a folk tune, relish each season with gusto and 100 years will find you. It's about savoring the ordinary, rain tapping rice fields, a friend's cackle over a shared joke. A 103-year-old said, I plant seeds I won't harvest, someone will eat. Ikigo Iki, one time, one meeting turns every encounter into a jewel, fleeting yet eternal. History mirrors this. Samurai face death with calm, finding honor in the present. Haiku poets like Basho captured frost on a leaf, immortalizing the now. In Ajami, it's gentler. A 98-year-old's grin as kids chase kites she'd crafted. A 101-year-old lost her home to typhoons, but not my moe, we rebuilt with songs. Traditions their anchor, ancestors whisper through altars, guiding hands that knead dough or mend nets. A 99-year-old said, I talk to my mother's spirit daily, she keeps me steady. These aren't just habits, they're lifelines, tethering them to a past that fuels their future. Ikigai hides here in the mundane made sacred, a cup of tea, a shared glance, a story retold. Compare this to Sardinia, where shepherds toast longevity with Cannonau wine, or Icaria, where late-night dances defy clocks. In Ajami, a 102-year-old said, I don't count days, I fill them. Post-war, they rebuilt not just homes but hope, gardens bloomed where rubble stood. A 97-year-old widow danced at festivals, my husband's in the rhythm. It's not nostalgia, it's presence, a refusal to let loss steal joy. They're lessons. Stay connected, honor the small, rise again. Ikigai's roots run deep in these acts. VII, the Ikigai diet, fuel for a century. Okinawans eat light, 800-1 900 calories daily, not America's 2,200-3300, favoring tofu, sweet potatoes, fish thrice weekly, and shikiwasa, a zesty citrus bursting with antioxidants. Green tea's catechins fight free radicals, miso nurtures gut flora. A 96-year-old cook said, small plates trick the eye, you're full fast. No processed junk, just fresh local bites. Studies tie calorie restriction to longevity. Mice on 30% less live 30% longer, genes flipping to repair mode. The 80% rule, hara hache bu, reigns. A 101-year-old sip sake, enough to warm, not drown. It's delight in moderation, not denial. Blue zones echo this: Sardinians stew beans, Icarians sip herbal teas. In Ajami, a 99-year-old said, "Food's medicine, eat what grows near." Variety's key, 15-20 foods daily, not America's meat-heavy monotony. A 103-year-old munched seaweed, "The sea feeds my bones." Science backs it: polyphenols in tea cut inflammation. Okinawan turmeric uchin boosts immunity. A 98-year-old shared her recipe: sweet potato mash with miso. Simple keeps me strong. No fad diets, just balance, joy, and moe meals where laughter seasons the broth. History's full of lean eaters. Greeks thrived on olives and fish. Japan's Edo peasants lived long on rice and veg. In Ajami, a 100-year-old said, "I eat what my grandmother did, why change?" Post-war scarcity honed this: sweet potatoes stretched thin yet nourished. A 97-year-old grinned, "Hunger taught me enough's plenty." It's not about starving, it's savoring, a feast of flavor over excess. Try it: swap soda for tea, fries for yams. Their plates prove it. Less can be more, fueling a century with every bite. VIII, gentle movements, longer life. Move soft, live-long yoga, tai chi, qigong mend body and spirit. A 103-year-old did sun salutations, whispering, "I greet the day." Tai chi, wave hands like clouds, flows like a breeze. Qigong's 5 elements: earth, water, wood, metal, fire, balance, qi. Science agrees: qigong cuts hypertension, boosts brain blood flow. In Ajami, gardening's king, hoeing, hauling, breathing deep. A 100-year-old chuckled, "My spade's my gym." Shiatsu presses energy lines, easing creaky joints. A 98-year-old said, "Stretch slow, live long." East meets West, Galen prescribed walks in ancient Rome. Okinawans live it. A 102-year-old's qigong was a dance: "I'm water, not stone." Radio Teiso, Japan's morning calisthenics, ripples from schoolyards to villages. Elders join kids, swinging arms to tinny tunes. A 99-year-old said, "It wakes my soul." Studies show movement slashes dementia risk. Neurons thrive on motion. In Ajami, a 101-year-old carried water. Legs complain, but they obey. It's not sweat, it's harmony, keeping you loose and light. History's movers shine. Da Vinci sketched while packing. Austen strolled gardens, plotting novels. In Ajami, a 97-year-old fished. "The river pulls me out." Post-war, they walked miles for rice. Necessity bred strength. A 104-year-old said, "I don't sit still, stillness sits me." Try it: swap elevators for stairs, desks for stretches. Their bodies tell the tale. Gentle motion isn't weakness, it's wisdom, a slow burn to 100. IX, resilience in wabi-sabi, thriving through life's cracks. Resilience isn't just bouncing back, it's growing stronger, Hydra-like. Stoics like Seneca slept rough, prepping for loss. Buddha savored joys without clinging. Wabi-sabi loves the cracked teacup, beauty in flaws. Ikigai, Ikigai, this moment once urges presence. Post-2011 tsunami, Ishinomaki rebuilt, anti-fragile, Fukushima faltered. A 99-year-old said, "Waves broke my house, not my spirit." Nassim Taleb's anti-fragility fits. Shed fragility, toxic ties, debt. Take small risks, new skills, diversify. A 101-year-old garden dual plots. One fails, the other feeds. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens, but how you react." A 104-year-old lost her son, yet smiled. "He'd want me to plant." Kintsugi gold-mended pottery mirrors this. Breaks become art. In Ajami, a 97-year-old rebuilt after typhoons. "Storms test me, I grow." History's resilient. Japan rose from Hiroshima. Nelson Mandela thrived post-prison. A 102-year-old said, "Pain's a teacher, I learn." Try it: drop grudges, embrace scars. Ikigai glows here. Flaws fuel growth, not despair, turning cracks into light. Buddhism's impermanence fits. Cherry blossoms fall, yet bloom again. In Ajami, a 100-year-old said, "I lost my roof, kept my roots." Post-war, they danced amid ruins, resilience as rebellion. A 98-year-old wove mats, broken threads still hold. It's not blind grit, it's grace finding Ikigai in the mess. Their lives preach it: bend, don't break, heal, don't hide. The grand tapestry, Ikigai's universal weave. Zoom out and Ikigai isn't just Okinawan, it's human. Frankel found meaning in camps, Morita acted through pain, Csikszentmihalyi flowed in focus, all kin to Ikigai. It's not perfection, it's purpose amid chaos. Misao Akawa didn't aim for 117, she loved her sushi and naps. Hokusai painted at 88, unfinished but alive. In Ajami, a 100-year-old wove mats, not for sale, for soul. Its power, small ripples making waves, turning years into legacy. Blue zones share this, Sardinians herd with pride, Nicoyans farm with faith. In Ajami, a 103-year-old said, "I don't chase life, I live it." Psychology agrees purpose cuts mortality 15% per Yale studies. It's not Eastern magic, it's universal math. Love plus action equals longevity. A 99-year-old said, "My Ikigai's my moe, together we soar." It's personal yet collective. A thread from Tokyo to Toledo, Ajami to Oregon. Philosophy backs it, Aristotle's eudaimonia flourishing nods to Ikigai's joy in doing. In Ajami, a 101-year-old taught kids, "They're my tomorrow." It's not about escaping time, it's filling it, making each tick a treasure. Their lives prove it. Ikigai's no secret, it's a choice, open to all. Ikigai around us, past, present, everywhere. History brims with Ikigai, Hokusai's Fuji prints at 88, each stroke a prayer, Kalman's bike rides at 100, smoke curling. Michelangelo carved till 89, stone dust his breath. Austin penned till 41, frail but fierce. Today it's the barista doodling on cups, the coder lost in lines, the mom singing lullabies. In Ajami, a 104-year-old fished, "The sea's my moe." A 97-year-old baked, "Oven's my heartbeat." It's not rare, it's everywhere whispering, "Join me." Modern Ikigai shines. Malala writes at 26, shot but unbroken. Hawking theorized till 76, body failing, mind soaring. In Ajami, a 99-year-old said, "I mend nets, the village sails." Try it, weed a patch, call a pal, sip slow. History, giants lived it, Da Vinci sketched late, Edison tinkered past 80. Now it's your neighbor's pie, your kid's grin, your quiet hobby. A 102-year-old grinned, "I don't stop, I start again." Ikigai's not hustle, it's heart, a rebellion against apathy. Cultures blend here. India's dharma, duty, echoes Ikigai's call. Nordic hygge, cozy joy, kin to its warmth. In Ajami, a 100-year-old said, "My Ikigai's today's sunrise." It's not locked in Japan, it's loose in the world, waiting for your hands. Your Ikigai adventure, a call to rise. The book closes with 10 rules. Stay active, slow down, eat light, love friends, move daily, smile, hug nature, give thanks, live now, chase Ikigai. No rigid code, just a compass. Yours might be painting, teaching, or a quiet coffee. The author's Ikigai, this book born from a rainy chat. A 102-year-old in Ajami grinned, "I don't chase time, I catch it." Start small, swap doom scrolling for a walk, a frown for a nod. A 99-year-old said, "Life's no riddle, it's a gift." Try this, list what you love, what you're good at, what helps others, what earns a dime. Where they meet, dig there. A 101-year-old said, "My Ikigai's my garden, it grows, I grow." History's doers, Gandhi marched at 78, Frida painted through pain, lived it. Now it's your turn, dance with a broom, sketch a dream, hug a tree. In Ajami, a 104-year-old said, "I'll rest when the earth calls." Their lives shout it, Ikigai, not found, it's made step by step. Reflect on Garcia and Miralles, a chance Tokyo meetup spun a global gift. Your Ikigai might spark over coffee, a book, a kid's laugh. A 98-year-old said, "I weave for joy, not fame." It's not about scale, it's depth, a life rich in the small. What pulls you up? What's your step? Okinawans don't promise forever, they offer today, brimming with meaning. Take it, your Ikigai waits.